falling in thin, steady lines across the quiet neighborhood, when 17-year-old Malik Johnson noticed something lying on the sidewalk near a row of parked cars. He was on his way home from school, backpack soaked, sneakers splashing through puddles. As he bent down, he realized it was a brown leather wallet, soaked but intact. Inside were several credit cards, an ID, and about $300 in cash. The name on the ID read Margaret Crawford, an elderly woman who lived just a few blocks away. Malik hesitated for a second. He was tired, hungry, and cold, but his mother had always taught him that doing right was its own reward. So instead of keeping the money or leaving it where it was, he decided to return it. Malik walked through the drizzle, clutching the wallet inside his hoodie to keep it dry. When he reached the small white-painted house listed on the ID, he rang the doorbell and waited. After a few seconds, the door creaked open. An elderly white woman, her face hard and suspicious, peered through the narrow gap. "What do you want?" she asked sharply. "Good afternoon, ma'am," Malik said politely. "I think this belongs to you. I found it near the parking lot by Main Street." He held out the wallet with a small, shy smile. Mrs. Crawford snatched it from his hands and opened it immediately. Her expression shifted from confusion to anger. "There's money missing," she barked. "You stole from me." Malik blinked in disbelief. "No, ma'am, I didn't take anything. That's exactly how I found it." But she wasn't listening. She slammed the door in his face, leaving Malik standing in the rain, stunned and heartbroken. The next morning, Malik and his mother were sitting down to breakfast when there was a loud knock at the door. A police officer stood outside, holding a folded document. "Is your son Malik Johnson?" the officer asked. "Yes," his mother replied, frowning. "He's being sued by Mrs. Margaret Crawford for theft and damages, totaling $3,000. Malik's mouth dropped open. "For what?" "I returned her wallet." The officer only sighed. "You'll have to settle this in court." For days, Malik couldn't sleep. His mother cried quietly at night, worried that the accusation would ruin her son's reputation. Neighbors whispered. Some even started to believe the story that Malik must have taken something. But Malik refused to give up. "I did the right thing," he told his mother, "and one day the truth will show." When the court date arrived, Malik sat nervously beside his mother. Across the room sat Mrs. Crawford, her lips pressed into a thin, proud line. Her lawyer claimed that Malik had stolen $200 from her wallet before returning it. "Do you have proof of the amount missing?" the judge asked. "No, but look at him," Mrs. Crawford said, her voice sharp. "Do you really think a boy like that would return money untouched?" The courtroom went silent. Malik's eyes widened in pain. He realized this wasn't about a wallet. It was about prejudice. Just as hope began to fade, the door to the courtroom swung open. A middle-aged man wearing a store apron rushed in, holding a flash drive. "Your Honor," he said breathlessly, "I own the store near where the wallet was found. I checked my security cameras. The boy didn't steal anything. He picked it up and walked away." The footage was played. There was Malik on screen, spotting the wallet, looking around to see if anyone had dropped it, and then walking toward the direction of Mrs. Crawford's home. Not once did he open it or take a single bill. Mrs. Crawford's face drained of color. "Mrs. Crawford," the judge said firmly, "you owe this young man an apology." Case dismissed. Outside the courthouse, reporters surrounded Malik. They had already caught wind of the story. "Malik," one asked, "after being accused and humiliated, why did you still return that wallet in the first place?" Malik took a deep breath. "Because what's right doesn't depend on how people treat you," he said. "It depends on who you are." His words spread quickly across social media. Thousands praised him for his courage, integrity, and composure. Some even raised money for his college fund. Mrs. Crawford, ashamed, later wrote a public apology, admitting that she had let her prejudice cloud her judgment. In a world that often punishes honesty, Malik's story became a reminder that integrity isn't defined by reward, it's defined by character. He may have been sued for doing good, but in the end, he proved something far greater. Doing what's right will always speak louder than any false accusation. Thanks for watching, and please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel.